Well, this wasn't supposed to happen. My 21-year-old Troy-Bilt pressure washer suddenly lost power while I was cleaning concrete. I assumed the pump had failed, ordered another one, and went to remove the old pump. There was just one problem. This aftermarket pump that I installed 10 years ago was completely seized onto the engine shaft. In this video, I'll show you how I got this stuck pump off without damaging the engine, and maybe save you some frustration if you're facing the same problem. This aftermarket power washer pump just quit on me after 10 years. I'm going to take it off and measure the shaft diameter so I can order another one on Amazon. This Troy-Bilt power washer is 21 years old and the original pump lasted about 10 years. I bought this aftermarket pump for about $45. The OEM pump cost about as much as I paid for the whole power washer. Got 4 screws. You need a 1/4 inch Allen wrench or hex wrench, and you can take these off. Some models may have a set screw holding the pump to the shaft, but this one does not. Okay, this is not the original pump. I replaced the original, I don't know how many years ago, but this just quit working on me today. And I thought it'd be a simple fix, but I think it's seized on here. I don't recall ever seeing a set screw, and I don't see one now that holds this on the shaft. Last time I just took these 4 bolts out, and I'm pretty sure I just pulled it straight off. But I've tried some pry bars on this case. I don't want to do a lot of prying on it, but it's not coming off, as you can see. I don't know if you can see or not, but anyway, it'll turn on here, but the whole shaft is turning. So what I'm going to do, I want to spray some PD Blaster in here, all around that, and let it sit for a bit. Tip it back a little bit, maybe it'll run that down in there. Leave it back like that. Hopefully it'll run down into the pump there, pump housing, and free that. Okay, after that, PB Blaster worked for a little bit. Where these mounting bolts go into the housing here, or the case, I took razor blades and just started them in there and then tapped them a little bit on all four corners. And I got a gap, and I'm taking a long pry bar and putting it. They have a gap here if yours is like mine. This is a Troy-Bilt. I'm setting it right there. I'm just taking a, and I've got a nice gap in here now. I could get a screwdriver in here. So I'm going to take a screwdriver and at each place, just see if I can loosen it up a little bit. And it looks like it is. I'll wiggle it around a little bit. That'll help that PB Blaster get down in there. There's 4 bolts that hold this in. I've got this tipped because to get that PB Blaster to keep running down in there. You could even maybe tap it a little bit. This water pressure washer is, it's got to be 20 years old, but you can see it is slowly coming off. So I'm just going to keep doing that. Don't have anything loose. Let it sit a little bit. See, that's turning the shaft. So I think it has to be. Let her sit. Made almost an 1/8 inch progress. Hey, moving. Just doing opposite corners here. Well, it's coming slowly. Oh yeah. See, it got really hot when I was power washing sidewalks and the driveway, and it just abruptly shut off. But I think I either had air pocket or something in it. I don't know. Slow but sure. I'm not applying a lot of pressure on anything because you just don't want to break or crack this case here. So I'm letting the PB blaster do the work, but we've got a 1/2 inch. It's almost off. It still sees. Come on. Here we go. PB blaster. Give it up. Oh, terrible. I'm wondering, I'll have to look. I'm wondering if you're supposed to put a little bit of anti-seize grease on there or something. Because like I say, I did this, I don't know, it's probably been 8 or 10 years ago. There we go. Nothing wrong with that. Well, that's how you get it off. That with a little help of PB blaster. This, if you, I tried 8 or 9 years ago, I tried to, or I did find order the part from Troy-Bilt. Believe it or not, if I remember right, it was close to $400. And I don't think I paid $400 for this power washer, to tell you the truth. So I got this. I can't really read. Made in PRC, that's probably People's Republic of China. But you can still get these aftermarket pumps for like $60. I think I paid $40 for this 8 or 10 years ago. And I assume it's bad, it just would not pump. I tried everything, so I got another one ordered. I think it was 52 or $62. I'll leave a link in the description below. This is a Troy-Bilt with a Briggs & Stratton engine. It's 3,000 max PSI, 2.8 max G gallons per minute. This is a 3/4 inch shaft, and you'll need to know that. You also need to know if your pump is vertical or horizontal. This is horizontal, because the pump fits on the shaft horizontal. Well, the old pump is finally off the pressure washer. And if you've ever fought a seized pump like this, you know how it can turn a simple repair into an all-day project. Hopefully this video gives you some ideas and helps you avoid damaging the engine shaft, the pump housing, or the mounting flanges while removing a stuck pump. If it did help, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, and consider subscribing for more equipment repairs, maintenance tips, and real-world experiences from the shop. And interestingly enough, once I got the pump apart, I discovered something I wasn't expecting. It turns out the pump may not have been dead after all. I'll explain that in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.